Good day, everybody. A riff over on YouTube. Hello. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. Friday stream. Yay, stream. Night Walker. Hi, Shawn and a riff. Watching the stream from YouTube today to help you get it monetized. Thank you, Shawn. Very kind of you, sir. It's great to see you, and I gotta say, the meeting that we were in last night was fun. That was fun. So yeah. Let's see what else is happening. Today is a Friday stream because Adobe Live was going live all day yesterday, and I do not go live against Adobe Live. I won't do it. It's kind of one of those things where you don't, what is it? You don't poo where you sleep, something like that. You don't poo where you eat, something like that. So anyway, today's going to be a special Friday stream. So let's go ahead, start with some introductions. Hello, everybody. My name is Shawn Kozel. Stian saying it was fun. Yes. My name is Shawn Kozel. I'm a photographer. I'm based in Germany. If you're watching this on Behance for now, you can click on my icon up that way, and it'll take you to my Behance page, which is thus. If you're watching this on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, you're going to see a Linktree link right there, Linktree Kozel, in the description, and you can find me every place I am on the interwebs, and you can contact me by joining my Discord or submitting work for the Motion and Art Community Challenge, but we'll be talking more about that shortly because we're coming to the deadline. We are coming to the deadline. That's all I can say about that. Also, back over, if you're watching this on the replay or live, like Stian and a riff over on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe and like the video. I don't even know if it helps the algorithm. I don't know how the algorithms work. All I know is I need a certain number of subscribers. So if you subscribe, I'd be grateful. And you'll be notified when I go live if you're not on my Discord. If you are, then you'd be notified twice. Let's jump back over into Behance. I don't need that Behance. Let's jump over here. If you like what I do, feel free to subscribe. I don't know if I'm going to continue with the subscriptions or if I'm going to end it when Behance live streaming ends. I don't know. It's all up in the air right now. But also, if you like what I do, you can buy me a cup of joe and you will get a cool wallpaper. I do not have Behance chat open. Oh my gosh, I knew something was totally wrong. Where is... Oh, wait. Okay. I swear that I turned on the Behance chat. Hi, Doris. That is the very first thing I do. Oh my gosh. Behance in the community, I'm sorry. Stian says, YouTube seems to prefer view time and content that keeps the users on YouTube to get monetized. You need a certain number of subs and they need to watch a certain number of hours. Yes, that's the tough one right there. Helena, hello. To get started to being monetized on YouTube, you have to have 500 subscribers that have watched, and your channels have been watched 3,000 hours. Right now, I am, well, let's just jump over and look. I'm at 304 subscribers and I've got 1,000 hours. Now, I know the majority of the people that watch my stream, I get a lot of viewers. And it's on Behance, which I greatly appreciate. So I'm hoping that once Behance ends streaming, they will be able to find me on YouTube. I hope. Elena says, good evening, Shawn. What time is it there? I'm curious. It's 12:40 or 12:38 here. in the afternoon. But Doris, it's good to see you. So I'm gonna show this really quick. Yeah, everything is fine. You will see, and this doesn't matter, everybody's going away, but the turn chat on and off right there, by default, it is turned off. Why is it turned off by default? I don't know. And you have to click the text to turn it on, not the toggle button. And I will show that again. I'm not going to turn it off. But if you click on the toggle, it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. You have to click on the text. 5:38 p.m. Yeah, that's a good evening. One quick second here. I've got my laptop in front of me. Just making sure it's clean. Okay. That is enough about YouTube for right now. Let's jump into my Discord. We've got some work from the community to check out. So first off, Mafu did a really cool stream in which they had people join in on one of the community websites where everybody can just jump in and draw. And so Mafu was going to a Skillet concert, and this is what they made. I know Bruce, big part of the community, one of my mods, I believe did the Skillet fan page, and Mafu drew the rest, I believe. Sandrine, hello. We'll be looking at your project shortly, Sandrine. So that is cool. Mafu, thank you for sharing that. Let's jump over into, speaking of Sandrine, quick appearance. We're lurking. I've heard. Okay, Sandrine says, I know it's been a while, but I published a new project on my Behance. So let's go ahead, open that up. Let's jump back over, and I will share this with those of you in chat, if you want to follow along. Okay, so we have the Chelsea FC, which I believe is Foosball Club, Christmas 2024 campaign, retouching project, leave the cold outside. Soccer, football from London. So for those of you that do not know, Sandrine is a professional retoucher, and some of the things that Sandrine can do is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is great. Very cool merch. That's the extent of my knowledge. I didn't even know where Chelsea was. So you got me there. You got me there. The project consisted in a video and photo shoot to support the Christmas campaign. Let me make the Chelsea logo right there. To support the Christmas campaign aiming to help charities that combat homelessness across London. The whole project has been produced by Coda Media, with whom I've been working on the compositing for the group photo. The composite consisted of 25 individual full-length portraits to be assembled into a made-up background with falling snow. Holy snikes! Okay, that absolutely deserves a holy snikes. There's a typo, I didn't catch it, but I'm streaming too. It's hard to kind of do both. So we've got 25 individual photos composited with falling snow. Dang. okay? Hey, hey, look at the camera. Look at the camera. No, no, I'm not gonna. Hey, Robert. Now, I have a question, Sandrine. So it's 25 individuals, but did they only send you 25 photos? Like, they chose the 25 photos, or did you have multiples of each individual? There's a tall guy in the back not being bothered either. Well, I noticed her over here. Oh, he's looking at the snow. He's like, oh, it's so nice. Well, he's not throwing any gang signs. That's okay. Hey, Bruce. Oh, can I repeat? Did they send you 25 photos, or did they send you multiples of each person? Like, did they cull them and did they say, okay, these are the 25 here? Boom. Must be a huge file. Yeah, that's probably true. It makes it more natural here, but why is there always someone who cannot manage to look in the camera when taking a group photo? A bit more, but there wasn't many duplicates. Okay. Well, Stian, the funny thing is, if these were taken as individual photos, and I'm assuming in a studio, like, how could you not get... It does feel more natural, I gotta say. And this guy right here with the sunglasses, hey, how you doing? Chelsea chose the shot, so it's deliberate. Okay. That's cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. You did an amazing job. That is cool. All right. Is there music? He's the singer of the band Madness. Ooh. That's cool. Stian says here it kind of looks more like a snapshot of a group rather than a group photo. So people looking away always works. That's true. How you doing today, Bruce? I want to see that one more time. Let's replay that. Let me zoom in. That's cool. That is just cool. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. You're making me kind of geek out a little bit here, Sandrine. Even giving us close-ups. Great work on everybody looking grounded. I forgot you can do a bit of video animation in Photoshop. Yeah, a bit. You know, I gotta say, okay, here's the individual shots. Cool. I'm doing good, Bruce. Today has been kind of hectic. Just running around, getting things ready to go. And I'm about to, like, launch my dryer, laundry dryer out the window. Just pitch it. But it's not the dryer's fault. Okay. Ooh, did they use... Okay, I see this on some. Okay, we're gonna talk about this really quick. Whenever, ooh, one moment. Stian says, "Great work, Sandrine." Okay, whenever you are doing something like this, let me find one here. This guy's perfect. Wow. So new, I guess is how you pronounce it. Okay. This guy must be tall. You can actually see the light up here. But this is really interesting. If for the idea, whoever the photographer was that did this knows what they're doing. So first off, you've got a point. Your camera is probably sitting on a tripod. Everybody's going to be able... I got it, Bruce. It's fine. Everybody's going to be at the same spot. You're going to tell them, this is where I want you to stand. Now, he's got 2 pieces of tape here. Now, this is amazing. This is so smart. At first, what I was thinking about was, let's get back out to the group shot. Let's zoom out. I was thinking that the first bit, the first shot, was going to be, let's get here, like in their mind, they're like, okay, we're gonna have you in the front row and you behind. So like this person here with the beautiful hair, they would have her or them standing back a little bit. But I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what they did. What they did is they created the depth of field. That wasn't the one I had. They created, here it is, the depth of field that you need to stand from this point to this point. In between those, instead of having an individual spot, they're like, stand here between these 2 marks. That is really, really interesting, because usually what you do is you say, okay, I would like you to put your toe or your foot on this spot. That way you cover the spot up. When you're doing a full body shot, they can cover it up. It was prepared for the composite. It was way easier when it's planned than someone wants you to completely unplanned shoot. Hey, Stuart. I absolutely agree. And that, like I said, this photographer knows what he's doing, or her, she, him, them. They know what they're doing. That is great. And of course, any more, these are her. Okay, thank you for that. Getting rid of these little marks, totally easy, no big deal, but it's just saves the composite so much time. There were 2 of them, in fact. That's awesome. That's just great. Okay, here's a video made for the campaign. So let's do this. Let's get over here to the video, make it full size. Okay, I'm gonna turn off because I don't know if they're, well, I can't. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do this differently. How long is it? 1.5 minutes? Okay. I don't want to get a YouTube strike, so I don't know if there's music. If there is music, I gotta make sure, you know, copyright stuff. So they had all their models, they had everything set up. There's music, but I don't know if it's cleared. Well, I'm not taking that chance. Stein, hello. good to see you. It's been a while. Oh, they even got the cool video of, I love seeing the behind the scenes. Great job adding the snow. That is great. Palmer is the star striker of the team. Okay. Ooh, wait, I've got questions. Okay, so here, Sandrine, did you pop into After Effects and add the snow here? Because they're all moving. This is not the composite. And people are in different locations. Ah, this is cool. And the visual used on postcards delivered from the photo shoot. Nice. And we've got all the credits here. Give that a like. And wow. Great job. Love it. Make sure to always add a comment when you're sending your love. Post it. And they use the background I created and my snow effects. Wow. You are welcome, Sandrine. Thank you for sharing. Ooh, you should have really put Chelsea in the searchable links. That is awesome. That is not what I expected or how to start this day. Whew. We got to give a round of applause there, everybody. Sandrine, wonderful work, wonderful job. This is great to see, like the work that goes into it. If anybody was watching the Adobe Lives yesterday, it was all about photography, and there's going to be a lot of Photoshop and photography stuff coming up. And getting in, we don't get to see a lot of retouchers. We get to see compositors and whatnot. But when it comes into these types of deals, this is awesome. This is great. Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Sandrine. It's one of the rare ones where I was able to show more or less anything, so I ran with it. Well, that's cool. Arif says, nice work, Sandrine. Already started using what I learned yesterday. Using the high pass effect is like taking on glasses. Yes, I concur. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, that is cool. Wow. We got another look. Yuli is always awesome. Yes, I love his work. I love his mind. Like, my mind just isn't there. Like, I could do some of this stuff. I know how to do it. It's just the creation of the stories that he does. So not only is Uli an extremely skilled Photoshop user, master, dare I say, but the stories he tells And him and Tony together were perfect. That was just a great stream. His humor was pretty cool. Yes, it is. And Aaron Nace always knocks it out of the park. I got maybe halfway through Aaron Nace's stream today and learned a couple tips. It's like, ooh, not that I would use them, but it was new to me. Okay, we've got some work from Kirsty. Last month, I took part in an exhibition with Visit Lose. I don't know what that is. Called the Green Huts Project, and I was amazing. I love to see how Kirsty's photography has evolved. Stian, welcome back. Welcome to Behance. You know, Kirsty's been part of the community from the beginning. And she posted on LinkedIn too, and it's really cool stuff. Nice. Hey up, Lady Jane. Good to see you. Hey up, Duck. She's been hard at work recently. Yeah. I just love to see how her work has evolved. I mean, she's been part of the community since the beginning. And when she came in, she was pretty young. And now she's at uni, I believe is the correct term. Okay, very cool. Very cool. Give that a like. And send Kirsty a message. Thanks for sharing. Great work, Kirsty. All right, let's see. Do we have any other projects? All right, let's jump into the challenge. What do we have? We've got Robert, and Robert's in chat. So Robert says one more double movement camera, also move. It's pronounced Louise. It's a place in Essex. Louise. Okay. I was reading it and I'm like, I know what a Lou is. Louis? Okay. Louis. Like the name Louis. Okay, thank you, Jane. The UK people, whenever they get me to start like pronouncing anything from the UK, it's just probably like fingernails on a chalkboard. Such an American. I cannot remember. What about Jeff and Jeff? I love how the yellow-orange leaves frame the person and how the whole image conveys anxiety. Yes. Mizaner, hello? Welcome in. That, you are absolutely right, Stian. Great eye. The big thing here that creates the tension is the fist. And you don't know if this is a fist, but it looks like a fist, and the way that the subject is looking down. Having the movement also adds. So there's a lot happening with this image. I agree, the framing of the foliage is great. Oh, in Sussex. Okay, East Sussex. Yeah, I gotta agree. There's a lot happening here and a lot of emotion, so Robert, great job. Pronounce Worcester sauce. Hardest word. Worcester. If you're in Boston, it's Worcester. Worcester. Okay. Let's do a quick reminder. People. Ray, hello. We have less than a week. Today is Friday. By next Thursday. So on Wednesday night, you need to get your projects in if you are working on anything for the Motion and Art Challenge. Thursday is the deadline. It has to be in my Discord before 1 a.m. CET on the 21st. So you need to get working if you're going to be doing anything. So please jump in. And for anybody new here that does not know what the Motion and Art Challenge is, open this up, take a screenshot. Yes, Bruce, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Bruce. You butchered. Hey, Ray. Maybe. It's, maybe. But anything said with an American accent sounds butchered. It does. All the Germans, well, my German colleagues would make fun of me when I said like Heidelberg. Heidelberg. Stuart, I'm looking at you too. All right. Rest in knowledge that there's no rule of pronunciation in Brit English. You just go with the locals. You did, I heard it. Well, Ray, the good thing is these aren't being recorded, and so there's no proof. I said it perfect. I said it absolutely perfect. And speaking of that, when this is done and I get finished for today, if you're interested in watching the replay, make sure to jump over onto my YouTube, give me a subscription, and you'll be able to watch the replay of me saying that word perfectly on YouTube right away. You don't have to wait for the 2 hours Behance upload. I do not have Valeria, hello. I saw you pop in. I hope you're having a great day. Now the party is on YouTube. I need to switch my mindset. Why? Why, Sandrine? Here's the thing. We are still the same community, let it be on YouTube, Twitch, whatever. We will not change to meet YouTube people that come in, and it's just like anybody new coming into Behance that doesn't know, this is a very artistic and safe place. It's still going to be a safe place. Hey, Ray, over on YouTube. Is that London? Greetings from London. Nailed it. Jane says, I'm sort of itching to move now rather than wait. Yeah, you can do that. The rave is the same, it's just the warehouse that changed. Yep. Ray said you got it. Thanks, Ray. So kind. So Motion and Art. It's community challenge for 2024. I'm going to be giving away a 12-month subscription to the Creative Cloud All App Plan. And for your chance to win, you need to upload your artwork to my Discord. And I will be selecting a winner on November 21st. Also, Dr. Manuel, hello on Twitch. Also, I will be giving away an Adobe Max merch bag for second place. So we got prizes to give away. But of course, the big one, I think, it is going well. How are you? I think is the 12-month subscription all app plan. That's a lot of money. And it's brought to you by the Adobe Community Expert Program, but I had to buy it. Okay, one more time. Deadline, take a screenshot. Less than a week, people. What are you doing sitting here watching me? You should be working on your project. Or we're lurking. Put me on the second screen. Okay. There's plenty of foreigners in Britain. The pronunciation will never be set, and that's good. I'm all right editing some photos. Nice. I'm going to be jumping into that in a second. I think that is all the announcements that we've got in Dolby Stereo. I can't do that, Ray. I got to mute one. I do. Screenshot done. Windows people. Control print screen. Okay. Bruce says, yep, we're lurking. Good. Let's go ahead. So I jumped into Lightroom Classic earlier this week, and we just downloaded some quick photos to take into Adobe Express. We played around with Adobe Express, but I've got a bunch of raw files that I just want to play with and see what we can do. Nothing of this that we're doing today is going to be spectacular, so if you've got questions, let it be photography. Linda, hello. Lightroom Classic, Photoshop, anything to do with photography, go ahead, put them in chat. We have a bunch of smart people in chat. All right, so we are in, let me switch mices here. Okay, we are on my laptop now, and we are in Lightroom Classic. We've got a series of photos. This was, let's get out of here, and I'm gonna switch sides for right now. We can get into hitting D for the develop module. This was last weekend, got some photography done, and just out and about having fun, me and Mrs. Shawn. And it was rainy, cold, windy, not a good day. And we had a lot of low-lying fog, or low-lying clouds, actually, not fog, clouds. So I just was like, okay, I want to see what we can do with some of this stuff. So let's go through, see which ones we like. I kind of like this one with the crane. Gives a little bit of life. We have fog today in Norway. Got a little bit of fog coming up the river. Got that barge in the back. I kind of like that one too. Well, let's just dive into it. What do you say? I like the color of the water here. So first thing that I always talk about is removing distractions. Remove distractions. And one big thing is you want to remove any high contrast parts that are not part of the photo. So these pylons that are here on the highway, these bother me. I don't like them. So let's get over here. We've got fog in vegan today. Or is it vegan? It could be vegan. What do we have here? What did you shoot with these, by the way? I am shooting with my Nikon, or Nikon, since we're dealing with languages today. Thankfully, Nikons are weather resistant because the weather was not nice. All right, generative remove. Remove, detect objects. Make it easier to select the objects you want to remove, simply scribbling or circling around them. Generative AI, yeah, I know that. Okay, so that is actually something that's relatively new, is the detect objects. That's been in the update. Jane, I know. Jane says, Shawn, it's wig, as in wig that you wear, wiggin'. I know, Jane. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the generative AI because the remove tool is pretty good. Micro Four Third users. I've got a Panasonic. Also, I have many cameras, but yeah. So we have the remove tool. I do not want to use the generative AI for this. Jane says, well, I can't tell when you're joking when I'm busy making tea. Priorities, Jane. Priorities. Get that taken care of. You don't want that to get too cold. I'm not worried about detecting objects. The remove tool has gotten so good. So good. So make adjustments to the selected area. When did all this come out? This was... Okay, so I'm working in 14.0.1. And 14, when it came out at max, it did not have all this. So hold on. So we've got selected area. We can... Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me zoom out. This is so cool. So in Photoshop, when you are doing retouching on a portrait and somebody has a blemish or a wrinkle or something of that nature, you really don't want to remove a permanent feature of a person's face, but you can always lighten it. Now the remove tool in Photoshop, what you used to do is you could do whatever remove function that you want, and then you could fade that feature back. That was always great. Now the remove tool has gotten really powerful in Lightroom Classic, but when you remove something in Lightroom Classic, it's gone. So let's get out of here and let's grab, this has to have something. Okay. Let's get down here. Whoa! The heck is that up there? It's a butcher choking a chicken. That's staying. All right, let's get down here. We're gonna remove this. Fauna, hello. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I am having difficulties with words today, so I've been told. I keep hitting my mic. I apologize, everybody. Hitting D for develop. Let's get into the remove tool. Let's go ahead. We're going to make our brush a little bit bigger. YouTube looks less delayed. Duke, hello. Oh, it's Dr. Manuel. Okay. There might be a slight delay because the way that I'm on my laptop, but I'm streaming from my Mac and I use Video Ninja. So, okay. Maybe the signs in the background need to go. Maybe. So, let's go ahead. Let's do, and we'll just use the Basso tool. Let's do the whole thing. Let's grab all that. Ooh, Command Z. The Basso tool is not in Lightroom Classic yet. So, grab all this. And I should have used the select subject, but that's okay. We'll see how it does. We'll see how it does. On something this size, I would actually use the generative AI. But now, because I was talking about being able to bring it out, that is great. That is great. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. Let's go over use Gen AI. Now let's do a selection here, and let's even get rid of that post. Nope, didn't give me the basso. Okay, let's hit remove. Check out the variations. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. Wow. Okay. Dang. And that takes a credit, yes? No. One quick second, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, no, let's do it differently. Let's do it differently. And we will do a double check here. Let me open up Firefly, because that's a way. I cannot go. There's certain things I can't talk about here, Jane, but I will show this. So right now we have 906. Dang, I must have been generating a lot of stuff. 906. Okay, I'm gonna write down 906. 906. Hey, Vikram. All right, now let's jump back over into Lightroom. What do we want to remove, and grab the right mouse? Let's remove a light pole. So let's grab the erase tool, and I've got use generative. There we go. And you know what? Let's deselect. Let's cancel out of that. Nah, let's do it this way. We'll bring that down. Remove. Are these photos from Germany? Yes, they are. I live on the Rhine River. I like the second one. Okay, so I just did that remove. Let's jump back over here to Firefly. General, hello there. I did not see you come in. General. Okay, let's go ahead, refresh this. Ray, you lie. Whoa, 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 whoa. Again, 905. That did use a credit. Again, that is new. Holy cow. That explains a lot. One after 905. Yes. Okay. It didn't before Vikram. So, whoa, I hit the wrong button. It didn't used to use a credit. So everything is changing with Adobe. Everything is fluid. And with the new update, it's using credits. Honestly, with the AI stuff at the moment and everything, you can rip through them in no time. I think that might be an issue, Jane. Wonder if that was while they were testing and introducing it. Okay, so before, like I said, after Max, when this was put in, it did not use credits. And I was in the photography meetings with Adobe, with the team, and we talked about it, and yes, they said it's not using credits. Yes, it is using credits now. So that is an update. Duke says, yeah, they looked like it. I was torn between Austria and Germany. Yeah. I love it here. Adobe, down, so wanna protest Behance and Adobe issues. Okay. I think we're kind of past the protesting part, to be honest. I could take this into Photoshop and use the remove wires and get rid of all of these, but that's not what I wanted to start working on. I wanted to start with this one. All right, so here, this is my thought process of a workflow when you are removing items. Let's hit D for develop. Let's grab our remove tool. Now the remove tool by itself is very good. It has just became great. So a lot of the times what I find myself doing is, let's cancel out of that, is turning off the generative AI over here. And first off, just trying the remove tool. Now this is little tiny stuff, so it's gonna just do a great job and I'm gonna be happy with it. When I'm doing something larger, yes, I will use the AI. But as of right now, I'm just gonna go through and use the remove feature as it is. And our kilometer sign here, let's get rid of that. And zoom out, get out of that. Okay. Let's get back into the remove tool. We're going to jump into visualize spots. And since it was raining, I suspect I may have something. That could have been a bird also. Wipe them out, all of them. Just for you, General, just for you. Okay. So first off, I've got everything set up with my lens correction. So when I import, the lens correction happens automatically. I only leave that there so I can show it off. We could just double check our transform. We're very close, but I would actually do this in our crop. Let's grab the ruler and let's just make this road straight. Okay, good there. Let's go into our basics. Now, one of the first things I like to do is I'll test the auto. No, I didn't like that. Command Z. Let's start over again. I'm thinking about what it is that I want this to really show. Our subject, first off, is going the wrong way. If it is, since this is the flag, ooh, I got to get rid of that. Since this is the flag, that means it's going upriver and it's sailing out of our image. For something like this, that's okay. I mean, this is not going to be sold on Adobe stock or anything like that. We're just going to see what we can get. But let's go ahead, first off, see what we get if we kind of cool this down. And I think we may want to warm it. Yeah, let's warm this up a little bit. Now that's feeling a bit more fall, autumn. It feels a bit more autumn. Okay. Do we need to use rule of thirds in every frame? Vikram? No, you do not. Like this image here, this is a bad composition. Let's go ahead, let's jump back into our crop and let's talk about it. So first off, you have this overlay. This is the rule of thirds. What Vikram is talking about, and making sure everything is unlocked, if we came up and we're like, okay, here's our rule of thirds. We've got our boat at this point here. We've got our water horizon is right on that line. Then right about the top of the mountains is on this line. So we've broken up our image into our thirds. We have a subject on a point there. Okay, great. Now it's good to go. We got our rule of thirds. Now that is always a starter. So if you want to go through, and hitting the letter O is going to bring up different grids. So if there is a specific style that you want to use, that you want to go for it. If I hold Shift and hit O, now you can see that with our golden ratio, we've got, this is pretty much dead on. We've got our sky, we've got our subject is right there in the perfect spot. And all right, cool. I'm happy with that. So starting with the rule of thirds, I would say use it in camera. Now, of course, there are times, you know, a basic rule is, depending upon your subject, is having it off-centered. And using the rule of thirds that way is very effective. Unless it is a framed subject, in which you can make it very appealing to have it dead center. Prime example is Robert's. Let's get back into here. Robert's image here, because the subject is in the center, but it's framed by the foliage, it works. Now, at the same time, there is the talk about using rule of thirds here is giving more room for your subject to breathe. So in that case, you would want the subject to be closer for something like, whoops, something over like that, and have it extended out. So there's different thoughts. Now, the most important thing, and this is for Vikram and anybody else, is to know the rules and then break them. But the fact is, you know that you're breaking them. And you know why you're breaking them, that it's part of your editing or the image that you're making, the image that you are creating when you are taking it. So that is the big thing. Is now, I know you're in school, Vikram, so you know whatever the teacher says, don't go back and say, well, Shawn says, because this is my art. So I can do whatever it is that I want. To me, editing is as much of my art as it is as making the photos, taking the photos. So I often prefer to have moving objects to the left as they move into the image, but center here works very well with the rest of the composition. Yes. No, not just like just appeared in my mind after seeing your photo. Okay. I just had a totally... Okay, Stian, here's another thing that you need to think about. Stian just said, I often prefer to have a moving objects to the left as they move into the image. That is a Western European thing. Okay? We read left to right. My voice just cracked. Going through puberty again. Left to right, top down. That's how we read. So for us, when we look at photos, and I'm talking about Western and European, Western Western hemispheres. That is how we read. So when we look at an image, our eyes enter the image from the left. People try to debate me on this, and it's like, you can't debate me on this. I'm sorry. It's not for debate. You don't do it like, you don't do it consciously. You do it unconsciously. I know that was wrong right before I said it. So that is, I do the exact same thing, Stian. I like to lead the eye into the image. That's why I'm saying this image is wrong. And even to the point, let's take this a step further. Let's go in. All right. Let's close that. Let's reset. Let's go into transform, and we're going to flip horizontally. So for this image here, because the boat really isn't moving that fast, you can't really tell even if it's anchored. If it isn't anchored, you don't know. You don't know. But he's got a guy working here. They're pulling. They're not moving. They're pulling buoys up out of the water. So they're not moving. They're just sitting there. So having it come in this way is much more natural feeling to me than this. That doesn't feel natural to me. That feels wrong. So for that, we can actually leave that as a flipped image, and that feels better. So I'm happy with that. Okay, let's continue editing. I love having these chats, and I just realized I'm probably gonna have to plug my laptop in. In fact, I'm going to. I don't know. Hold on, everybody. Okay, how bad is that? That's not that bad. Okay. I have to unplug one of my lights. I could change that. Yeah, I'll do that. We're changing up the studio live, everybody. Changing it up live. But you just don't get to see it. Yeah, okay. That doesn't feel too bad. When you flipped, I really noticed the details of the empty water and the forest. Yeah, let's jump back in. Okay, we're charging now, people. Seda, hello. Good to see you. All right, so let's continue on. First off, we're dealing with the white balance. I wanted to warm this image up a little bit. I don't want to do too much. Let's bring down the highlights. Let's bring them all the way down. Wow. Okay. Let's make a mask. Let's make it sky. Let it do its thing. There we go. Let's bring those highlights down even more. Be gentle, Shawn. Be gentle. There we go. Now we've got those really kind of popping out. I like that. I like that. Okay, we will get back out of the mask. Let's go ahead. We're going to... That is really flattening it out, isn't it? Add some texture into it. We're going to bring... I don't want to go too much clarity. The dehaze, I can really go over the top with the dehaze, and I'd actually want to take it the other way. Now, when you're introducing haze, it's like you're introducing fog, so it's making everything lighter and a little bit further away. Let's jump in to our tonal curve. We're going to put a point right in the center, and let's just give a really minute S curve. Whoa, stay in control here. And let's crunch those whites. I actually don't have any whites here. You can see in the histogram, and we've got no true blacks. So, getting into the color mixer now, we are going to go into our saturations, and let's increase those oranges and yellows. I'm liking the darkness of our greens that we've got going on. Setting up a little bit, no, I didn't want to do hue, I wanted luminance. So let's grab that. Wow, that is all yellows and oranges. Wow. Wow. I'm digging that. So where we're at now, that's the before. That's the after. Before, after. I can tell you right now, I went too far. Always too far. Always. Let's add a tiny bit of blue back in. Well, it definitely more moody, yeah. And that's the thing, is I wanted it to look like how it looked when I was there. Stan, was that you yesterday that was talking about having the JPEG or the RAW file not looking like the JPEG? I think that was you, Stan. Okay. Let's try to get this ship just to pop a little bit more. Let's grab our masks. Let's open our mask. We are going to create a new mask, and we're going to do a Vikram that just popped up for me. Yeah, or the image on the camera screen not looking the same on the computer. All right. Let me finish this really quick. Let's do a select object, and I'm going to no, let's use a brush. Let's use a brush, and I am going to come through here and just grab this. Let it detect the object. There we go. And let's increase a tiny bit of that exposure. Let's bring our whites up just a bit. Actually, let's bring our whites down. I don't want pure whites here. Sandrine, have a great day. You don't place green buoys on the port side. Robert. Okay. Okay. I cannot believe that you called me out. Oh my gosh. I'm stunned. I cannot believe you got me. Oh, okay. I know, but I'm going with it. Change the color. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. Can you flip the colors on the buoys? Okay, here. Let's do this. I'm not worried about flipping the colors. Really, I'm not worried about flipping the colors. It's such a minute. Now, sailors are going to be aware of it. People that have boats or know about boats are going to be aware of it. Okay. We're going with it. Robert, you are 100% correct. Let's take a look at Vikram's stuff. And by the way, let's give a boom to Robert. Thanks for calling me out, Robert. Throwing me under the bus. Vikram, I'm actually really loving this photo. Vikram says, accidentally clicked when I tried to take a photo above women and it was focused only on one flower. What's the rule of thumb for us non-boaters? Robert, I'll let you explain. I am really enjoying this, Vikram. I am really enjoying this image. This is really cool. You can see here, we've got the focus point is right here. Hey, Frank. The colors, this totally gives me the feel of the energy of the festival with this many people. This is great. I didn't know this happened. You know what, Vikram? The same thing happens to me all the time. Gloria, hello. Uh, I'll hit the shutter while I'm walking. Yeah, you come up with some pretty amazing things. But this is really, really cool. Happy accident. Happy little accidents. Great job. I am not even going to try to pronounce how to pronounce that flower festival. Not even going to try. Bathu, comma. Frank says, nice piece, love the motion blur and how it brings the life to shot. It's not motion blur, Frank. It's not motion blur. It's actually an oops. I was thinking it was motion blur, but once you start looking at the different movements, yeah, this is not an effect. I think this was an oops. Vikram, if you want to tell us, you know? Oh, I thought you meant like in Photoshop, Frank. It is camera blur, camera shake, but you've got enough here. You've got enough there. Yeah. All right. Vikram. I'm going to give that 100. Good job. Good job, Vikram. Thank you for posting to the Motion and Art Community Challenge. So cool. All right. Let's get back to my completely fake photo here of the wrong side of the boat. Let's come in. Let's add a tiny bit of vibrance there. I don't think I want to add any vignette to this. Let's just jump in. Let's add some sharpening to this. Let's hold down the Option key, grab the mask. Just want to sharpen up the edges. Don't want to sharpen the water too much. There you go. Is there a reverse name on the boat? Yes. Yes. Yes, there is. Right there also. And really, I would start removing stuff like this, even if it wasn't reversed. I cannot believe that. All right. Hit G. I want to get into the fires. So everybody give me a quick second. Go ahead, stretch, save your work. We're going to do a quick break and I will be back in a second. So hold on, everybody. Don't go anywhere. All right, sorry about that, everybody. I am trying to make sure that I get up and move a little bit more because of my my back. So just trying to watch out for that. Dance party time for Clever in honor of calling Clever to the dance party universe. That's funny. That is funny. Okay. That's... seeing what we've got here. Wonder what we could do here. Let's just run a quick test. Let's hit D for develop. First off, we're gonna get rid of this sign. Okay. Now, I just want to see what we can get with the sky. Not this exposure. That's a good one. Okay, so I'm editing images, Stian says. I open them in Photoshop through Lightroom. In the folder with all the images that is in Lightroom, I've made a folder for Photoshop. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm editing images. I open them in Photoshop through Lightroom, okay? In the folder with all the images. Whenever I save and close an image in Photoshop, Lightroom moves the Photoshop file from the Photoshop file to the Lightroom folder. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Ah, a riff. I like the other background better. A riff says, okay, while watching the stream, playing with opacity and gen shape. No, you can't turn it off. I'll show you what's happening. The other background, was better. It was just the coloring was too much. Let's get back over here. So jumping into preferences, going into external editing. All right. So additional, let's see here. The only thing that you can change is, okay, first off, up here, I'm in external editing, preferences in Lightroom. Which version of Photoshop do you want to have open? So it says beta right now. No, I want Photoshop 2025. I want to, usually by default, it'll be a TIFF. You don't want to keep it there, or you can keep it there. It's up to you. I prefer a PSD. We've got our color space, which really should be Adobe RGB. Resolution doesn't come in at 300. I prefer 300. And there you go. Then you've got additional external editor. Okay, I'm not using any external editors. Stack with the original, and then you have edit external filing name. Those are the options that you have. Now, this is what Shawn is talking about, and let me open Photoshop. Okay, I've got Photoshop open. Yeah, let's take this one in. So I'm gonna hit G, we're gonna do a Command E. Now, you have to remember, Lightroom knows where this original image is. So it is going to bring in that original image into Photoshop. Here it is. Now the changes, whoa, yes. Photoshop, you're gonna make changes. When you save it and it sends it back, it rewrites the image where it stores it. So if Lightroom doesn't even know anything about that Photoshop folder, and again, I'll show you that in a second because it's totally not my workflow, but let's do a quick edit here. Let's do a sky replacement. And perfect. Have I tried Photoshop 2026? There is no Photoshop 2026. Just hit OK. So here is our new sky. Let's go Command S. We're going to save it. No, I can't talk about that. Okay, let's close that. Let's jump back over into Lightroom, and here it comes back in. All right, so there's the image, there's the original, there's the sky replacement. What are you talking about, Photoshop 26? This is Photoshop 26, version 26. Okay. There is 2023 and 2023, 2024. Yeah, I know. You guys. Wrong button. We are on version 26, 2025, version 26.0. Now you're got me questioning what version of Photoshop I'm running. Hold on. Oh. I've got 7 updates, and Photoshop is not one of them. Put all my betas and private betas, actually. All right. No updates. So I have Photoshop 2025 version 26 running. All right. I can come up here. I wonder if they let's see what the splash page is. Let's go to About Photoshop. So right there. 2020, there's version 26 right there. Bam. Go back. Is it option? Maybe they got rid of that Easter egg. Yeah, they must have. No, that's the splash page. So they don't, let's see if they have an alternate splash page. Nope. Nope. They do not. Ah, they got rid of that Easter egg. That's too bad. I like that Easter egg. All right, Shawn, this is for you. Let's jump into here. Now, I will switch sides. Collections. My workflow, I work in collections, okay? With my photography, I never touch the folders, ever. When I import something into Lightroom Classic, I tell where it's going to go. So let me even, let's do this. And well, let's see, what am I gonna have here? What is a recent Greece, maybe? Santorini? Yep. Okay. So, Santorini, I have a raw folder. Okay. I will never I will never mess, touch, or move this folder. Never. So that folder is there. It will never be touched. I do not move in Lightroom Classic. Let's open it up. Go into folders. Let's go into... Why is that in Greece? That should not be in Greece. What the heck was I thinking? Okay. Or was it? Well, right here you can see all the raw files I've got. So you're in regular, and this is a separate external hard drive. Yes. I make a raw, one PSD and one export folder. Just makes it easier whenever someone else on my team are looking through or need something. Alessandra, hello. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So whatever it is, I don't know if you're using Cloudbase. I don't know if you're using the new Lightroom. I haven't even played with that. I haven't even played the local because I don't need to. So Frame.io, yes, that's a great way to transfer files. That's awesome. That's what I use, and this kind of surprised. It didn't surprise me, but I was like, oh God, I gotta really learn how to use this. When I was doing some work for Adobe for Macs, I had to send them files to check out and okay, and everything is done through Frame.io. Everything. It's like, wow, this is... I was intimidated, but also I was like, this is cool. This is cool. So I can definitely see the power of it. Okay. I just need faster upload speed. Yep. Okay. Let's get back into here because I wanted to see what I can do with this cloud, this sky before we get into some fire. We may just end this and get into some fire. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. We have a little bit of clouds, low-lying clouds there. Not a lot. Let's go in, make a sky mask. Yes, the new Frame IO does photos. So yeah, the project I was doing with Adobe was video, but yeah, it can do photos now with the updated. Okay, I think I'm done with this photo. I just wanted to test it out, see what we've got there. Let's get into some of the bonfires and see what we've got here. One of the things that I'm thinking about is for some of the young firefighters that are in my village. A lot of the things I try to help them out with gets lost in translation. The fact that they could get Adobe Express for free. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Ray says, wait. What did I miss? Cold weather. Okay. Gotcha. All right, I'm caught up. So one of the things I'm thinking about is a way to kind of help them out. They do have like an Instagram account, and figuring out like, okay, I want to try to help them out. I want to try to make sure that they've got more publicity. Yeah, I'm ignoring it, Alessandra. So I want to see if any of these images that we've got going could be beneficial in any way. So I'm kind of going through just doing quick tests here. That needs to be denoised. Boy. Okay. I want to try something. Hold on, everybody. Okay, let me move my mic. So, how can I do this? Setting up the studio live again. Maybe this will work. Nope, I don't like it. Okay. Let me move that over there. Alessandra says, whoop, wrong. You made me think today was Thursday since you usually stream on that day, then I remembered it's Friday. Yeah, I don't stream when Adobe Live is streaming. Do you find you use that feature more now, Shawn? Denoise. Yeah, I did a whole photo shoot a little bit ago, and it was a group of 7 people and a dog. I can't show you the photos, but it was rainy, it was dark, it was nasty. And so I really kind of had to pop up my ISO. And what I found is using denoise, and I'll show you denoise right now since we're talking about it, worked spectacular. Now, the issue is, because this is a group of people and the subjects were kind of small, what I did is I denoised, and then that created a new file, and then I took it into Photoshop and I used a high pass filter to sharpen it back up. And oh my God, it like, I compared it to what I did with the same group of people a year earlier, and it was like night and day. So we're going to talk about denoise. First off, you could be asking yourself, what is denoise? Denoise is the sensitivity of your recording media, or denoise is the artifacts left over by the sensitivity of your recording media. So as you can see, we've got noise here, and what did I shoot this at? Let's double check. ISO 3200. So a lot of the times you get your noise in like that. I keep hitting the mic. Let me change it. There we go. So let's see. Let's denoise this one. I like this. I like this one. Okay. So again, this is ISO 3200, and you can see we've got a lot of noise going on here. We've got the moon up here, and you can see the noise going around the moon. So for this image, now denoise, we're going to come down to details. And this is the very first thing I'm going to do. We have noise reduction. So it will make a new DNG. So we're going to hit denoise. And while this is working, just letting everybody know, more formats are coming. The team is working on it, trying to get more formats. So you can really see here, like, look at where it says like the bench or the Jungen. Now, if I move, that's the noise. And when I release, so let's just take this down a little bit. No, I think 35 is probably going to be the sweet spot there. Yep. Okay. We're going to go ahead and hit enhance. I just hate when people scream into my photos. So it's nice to lower them. Noise comment there. Okay, we're gonna hit G. Now, here you go. You can see right here, we've got our enhanced. Oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work on Voodoo Video Ninja. Oh, I've been using the zoom and I just looked over and I'm like, oh, crud. What's with removing NEF format in Lightroom? You mean me copying it in as a DNG? Do you mean what I'm doing? Ray? Your photos. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So do I. That's the NEF is your raw file. What are you bringing them into? Because, okay. Your NEF don't show up. Do they come in as DNGs? Because when you're importing, come on now, stay open. Come on. Hitting import, you have up here at the top, copy as a DNG. Okay, hold on, everybody. Let me go to maybe Herd Pond. Okay, let's get back here. Now this is not going to load because I have the wrong catalog. But let's see if the info will come in. So there is my NEF. That's an NEF right there, Ray. I have no idea what you're talking about. The new version of Lightroom Classic will not display NEF formats. Yeah, they will. So it's OS. It must be OS. I've had no issue whatsoever. Let me think here. What would be in? No, this is all going to be on the other external hard drive. But these are all NEF. Yeah. There's absolutely 100% no way Adobe would remove NEF file formats. There's no way. You're a huge portion of the population of photographers would go crazy. And for that matter, Terry White wouldn't let that happen. So, okay. Get back into previously imported. I import mine as DNGs. Okay. Get into our enhanced. Hey, Steve. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day. I have this set up to stack. So let's get in here. Let's zoom in. Let's hit next. So here you go. As you can see, when you're using denoise, we went from this over to this. Now for a photo like this, and I hope it's coming across the stream, I can definitely see a huge difference. And so that is actually really good. I'm gonna go ahead, hit 3. We can see what's happening here. Let's hit D for develop. Let's get out of our details. Let's get back up to the top. First off, I would crop this. Let's do a Shift O. Let's check out. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. Okay, let's close down that crop. I'm liking that crop. Let's see what we can get here. Let's go in, try auto. Way too much. Way too much. Command Z, we're gonna get rid of that. I like the idea of what we've got going, just with a few of the people, the kids with the lanterns here. I really don't want to bring too much out of the shadows. So for that, let's see what we've got. Let's bring our highlights down a bit. Let's see if we can just open up our blacks a tiny bit. We are clipped on our blacks. We can bring up the shadows just a hair. We brought down the highlights because those were clipping, and we do not want clipping highlights. Okay, let's zoom in here. Let's add a bit of texture. Now the noise that is left in this image from denoise, because I didn't take it all out, is being affected by the texture. So be aware of that. We can add a little bit of clarity. Now that's interesting with the dehaze. That's really adding the smoke in. Like before, looking here, you got a little bit of that smoke. But taking the dehaze down a little bit, I like that. Now, one of the things, and this is totally up to you, obviously we've got some type of white balance issues, because on these fire trucks, and we can actually come in here, this would be white, and it's so over the top that it's not able to actually get that. We're gonna go Command Z. We're gonna bring that back. But I'm actually kind of digging that. Ooh, not green. Not green. You want to keep an eye on your moon. You don't want your moon to go green. Okay. Now, let's see if we've got kind of any distractions, and those are, so let's grab the remove tool. Let's make it a little bit bigger, not using Gen AI, and let's just clean up what we've got going here. Just a little bit of cleaning. Anything that's white that will draw your eye away. Okay. So if you use Gen AI, would it be using credits? Yes, we checked that out. We did a test with using Gen AI, the remove tool, and yeah, it was asked today. This person right here is bothering me. It's too much of a tangent. It's cutting the head off, and I don't like it. So at this point, I think I would use Gen AI to remove them. I don't like to cut people's heads off. I do not. It's just a personal preference. I mean, of course, unless they deserve it, these people do not deserve it. They're just trying to have some glue vine. That's it. That's all they're doing. Just trying to have fun. Just confirming. All right. Added a light there. That's kind of strange. That's better. You know what? Nope, I don't like it. We need to get back into the remove. Let's grab that one right there and hit delete. We've got to leave it. We got to leave it. One of the big problems that we just had, Command Z, is if I zoom in, you can actually see the noise is not being added back in. So this section here that was generated, it does not match. So we need to eliminate that. Sorry, people. Sorry. Now, if we wanted to, we could darken them. Yeah, let's darken them. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead, we're going to grab a mask. We're going to grab a, where are you? Subject. Let's move this over a little bit. And oh, it's whoops. Let's do it this way. Let's do an object, and we're gonna paint on them right there. We need to add a little bit more. So we're gonna hit add. We're gonna add with a brush and just paint in. There we go. Nice. Now from here, we can just bring down the exposure. And I'm looking at the guy next to him, or the guy next to these people. So I didn't want them to be like so bright. That is much better. Okay, let's jump in. We're going to go to our details. We're going to add some sharpening, not a lot. Holding down the Option key. That's it right there. All right. I like where this is going. Let's see what else we've got. We can get to more of the raging fires. I love the sparks coming up. I tell you, this got so hot. Once it started raging to kind of this point, oh my gosh. I was like taking my stocking cap off. Is this an annual festival? Yes, it is St. Martin's. A couple of years ago, there would be the festival would have a horseback rider would be leading children. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me. Keywords. All photos. The question is, I'm searching St. Martin and I'm scrolling. There's a lot of St. Martins. Ooh, that's... Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Go none. Metadata. Okay. Here we go. So one of the things that you can do is you can search by year, but we can come in. Let me think about this. We search by month. Go to November. That's a poker table that I was making. Okay. I got to go through 7,000. I'm kind of wondering if I do have photos of the... Gosh, I was doing a ton of portraits. Why in November, Shawn? It's freaking cold. Ivan, hello? Yes, woodworking. I try to be crafty. Nope. Yeah, here, I'll show you really quick. So I made 4 different tables. This one is called the Joker table. So I actually found old Jokers in old decks of cards and inlaid them onto the racetrack. So there was that one, so it all has different Jokers. And then I made a beer label, which there was a company online in which you can buy beer labels from all over the world, unused beer labels, everything from every place in the world. So I think I got like for $20 like 100 labels. And so I made a beer label poker table, and I made a third one. What was that? I can't remember what that one was. But yeah. Just having fun. Okay, let's get into some of the Raging Fire. I don't have to end the stream at 3 today. I don't think Jack is streaming. But unless there's something that you all would like to see, I might end it. I don't know. Because I know this can get a little boring. The only other thing that I need to kind of get my head wrapped around is Project Neo. I got to get better with Project Neo. Stian says, I learned a lot just by watching and also editing at the same time. Well, Stian, as always, if anybody has questions, feel free to ask. I love talking about photography. I love talking about editing. Heck, I love talking. Could you work in Express? Can you put a table? Can you put a table in another table's cell? You can, Devlin, but it's not in the cell. If that makes sense. It's going to be kind of the same thing as in trying to add a photo to a cell. So, hold on, everybody. Ooh. Yeah, so okay, let me switch sides. So we've got grids and charts down here. And we're gonna click on grids and charts. We go into new and yeah, let's just grab that one. That's fine. So this is just so everybody knows, everything is customizable. So if we want to go into a different fill color, let's do a purple, you can, then you've got your border, and let's do a dark one right there. I like that. Everything is customizable. You add rows, you add columns, and you can move it around. You can make things bigger like such. So if we did want to try to get it more square, we go into align, we do a middle alignment right there. And then you can come in and you can type gibberish or clever, which is kind of gibberish. Now from here, I don't know if you've got a way to align your text. Okay, there we go. There you go. You can align it there. I don't see that there's really any way, no cell merge that I could find. All right, so now Devlin was asking, what if you add another chart? So this is technically, and just as Devlin said, looking over here, this is just another layer. So you can customize it to fit, possibly, maybe, in the cell, but it's not technically in the cell. Ooh, that's as small as it goes. Okay, if I hold down the Alt, it just keeps adding. I don't want to add. Okay, let's make it smaller. There we go. So we can go ahead. So close, so close. I see you, Ray. The bottom is snapping. The top is not snapping though. So you got to kind of play with this. There we go. Doesn't look good. The strangest thing that I have photographed. To be honest, I would say... Okay. This isn't strange, but there were issues. I was asked to photograph... How can I say this? There was a shop that was down the street from the studio, and one of the photographers there asked me if I would, that they were going to be sending over some costumes, and they wanted me to photograph people. So we got a couple models to come in, and the costumes came in, and this is my fault because I didn't ask what it was for. I didn't realize it was for a catalog trying to promote themselves. So I took it, and there were a mermaid costume, there was like a Star Trek costume, there was some other costumes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to do this as artistic as I can. So I set up all these lighting, I set up all these backdrops, I set up all this stuff in the studio, did all these shots, and they hated them. They hated them. The shop hated them. And it finally came back to me. The problem was I didn't ask what this was for. Like, it should have been for a catalog product shoot, boom, 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 and there you go. Where I didn't do that. I went in a totally different direction. And that's not strange. I don't know. I mean... in reality, you could probably name anything and I probably photographed it. So... I just don't have... Weird is not something like... Yeah. Not a big deal to me. Okay. And don't start putting things in chat to see if I photographed them. Okay? Just take my word for it. Is there a way to bulk export to PNG in Lightroom? Bulk export. Well, hitting grid, click the first one, hold shift, click the next one, hit export, come down and select PNG. Hi Jack, hi PJ. Select PNG, hit export, you're done. So that hi Mafu. That's how you would bulk export from Lightroom. At least Lightroom Classic. You are late. You are late, Mafu, but that's okay because this is not my normal day for streaming. Okay, let's get back in. I'm still trying to find photos that I could pass along. Exporting photos, PJ, that was the question. I kind of liked it before the fire got too crazy. Now because of Eevee, whenever I'm looking at these things, I swear all I can see is people. Like, that's a head. That's all I can see now. Thanks, Eevee. Wait. Ooh. Is photographing a bonfire difficult? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Good question, Robert. Let me hit G for grid. Okay. Let's talk about it, because Germany doesn't have a lot of streetlights. They have very little. So when you're photographing, like in the beginning, you're trying to bring out as much light as possible. And in reality, that's all you're getting. There's just no light at all. And so, you know, at this point, I'm shooting ISO 100, knowing I'm not getting anything. But I'm kind of digging it, because I don't want to bring out all from the darkness. I want to keep that darkness. So I know that a faster shutter speed will eliminate ambient light. So when you are trying to photograph here and you're trying to actually find a happy medium, again, the biggest thing that you have to do, there's no PNG in regular, and bridge isn't working at all today. Okay, Stian, you need to stop calling it regular Lightroom, because it's not. It is not regular Lightroom. Regular Lightroom would be Lightroom Classic, because that's the very first one. That's the OG. So Lightroom Classic. You have Lightroom, Lightroom Classic. And then from there you have Lightroom on the web, mobile, blah, blah, blah. But I don't, whenever you say Lightroom regular, that's classic. Okay. I'm touchy about that only because in all the Adobe meetings, you have to be very specific. So, it's Pro. Lightroom Pro and Lightroom Lite. No, I can't rip on Lightroom like that. Even though, yeah, I could. All right, so back to Devlin. Devlin's asking, is it difficult to photograph? And when you start getting into exposing for the highlights, as always in every situation, you're trying to expose for the highlights. Now here, once we get raging, let's go ahead and hit D for develop. Let's make sure that we are on there. Okay, that is pure white. There is no information there whatsoever. So there is nothing. I can, because I shoot raw, I can bring that down and get that information back. But even so, there's nothing there. So it's overexposed in that area. So it's really difficult to get. Now, if I'm trying to expose properly, you're not going to get as much of the sparks shooting up. So at that point, you need to kind of think about, okay, I kicked my ISO up to 3200. I'm shooting at 1/30th of a second, handheld 20 millimeter, so everything is good. I'm under the limit there. And wanting to bring out the sparks, I know I need to bring up the ISO. I want little streaks, like exactly what we've got here, but I want to see them. I want to see them. So editing noise at night, not anymore. Not anymore. We can do another one. Let me find another one with good sparks. Okay. I showed this earlier. I'm more than happy to do it again. Let's get rid of that. This is pretty noisy, 3200. I have a noisy camera. Plain and simple. I have a noisy camera. Ooh, this one's really good. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so let's get in here. You can see we've got a ton of noise happening here. Of course it worked. Did you question it, Stian? Of course classic worked. Why do you think I'm in it? All right, let's hit D. Let's scroll all the way down the bottom to detail, and let's hit denoise. Let's let it do its thing, and let's find that area. Gosh, that did a good job. So good. Let's get. Okay. So that is without, and that is with. That looks so good. And it's only 35. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit denoise, enhance, enhance. Let it do its thing. It's AI denoise. Devler says, Devler. Clever. Devler. Clever says neato. All right, so we get out of here. You can see we have a enhanced NR. That means noise reduction. And let's get back, hit G. It turned it into a stack. So we've got the 2 right there. I'm gonna open that stack up. We're gonna open that. We're gonna zoom in, and that is the before. That's the after. I don't know if it's coming across, but on my screen, it's a huge difference. Huge difference. So I'm happy with that. Dora says, I used AI denoise and Camera Raw this week. It's really good. Yeah. Yes. Camera Raw, Lightroom, Bridge, which is Camera Raw, all use the same denoise, so it does a great job. I like this photo. Let's go ahead and hit 3. That is I want to just clean up. Whoa, sorry about that. Let's do just hit D, get in, grab the eraser tool, and not Gen AI. Just gonna click, get rid of some of these things. If it's too bright, hold down the space bar, get the hand tool. Okay. I just a phone photographing phony. It's okay. You know, here's one of the things which I find interesting but also disappointing is I was really thinking that with phone photography it would end up being like a gateway. And there was a drop off in camera sales. And I was really hoping that people using their cameras, their phones, they would realize how much they enjoy it and would want to improve their equipment. You know, it's this was pre-COVID, so quite a few years ago now. there is a conference here in Germany that's called Photokina. And I mean, it's massive. It is massive. Why are there 3 Lightroom products? Lightroom Classic, Lightroom CC, Lightroom for the web. You're forgetting Lightroom Mobile, because those, all 4 of those, they're all 4 different. And there's little slight variances. So initially what occurred is, ooh, good idea, Vikram. This is the way that I understand it. Now, at this time, when Lightroom was brought out, I wasn't in the meetings as I am now, but hold on. Let's hit G for grid. Let's right click. Let's make a virtual copy. There we go. Let's get into here, hitting D for develop. Camera standards. Let's get into black and white. And so what occurred, I think I like the first one. So what occurred, Lightroom Classic. That was, Lightroom Classic is now is a pro photo. Oh my, no, it's not. That's a whole nother subject. Let me talk about Lightroom. So initially people, needed somehow, wanted to start editing, but didn't want to be stuck to their computer. So Lightroom came out, and the first Lightroom Mobile, or whatever it was called back then, but when Lightroom first came out, it was missing a ton of features. And if you actually go back a few years, I did a stream where I did Lightroom versus Lightroom Classic, and Lightroom Classic kicked its butt. I mean, I took the exact same photo, did the exact same edits, exact same everything across the board, and it came out as 2 totally different images. And the power of Lightroom Classic was off the chart. Juman, hello, welcome in. It was off the chart. And so that was kind of where it started. And the idea was storage. I mean, that was the whole idea there was storage. What are you gonna, how are you gonna store it? We don't want to carry around, storage cards, and we want everything in the cloud. So it was definitely a lighter version of Lightroom Classic, totally different. And the interface for it was designed for, let's be honest, new younger people. That is kind of what the interface was for. They tried to use the correct word, or not correct wording, but wording from different different social media apps. Like, they changed the words, they changed, and a lot of them are still changed. So they tried to go to a different demographic, is where Lightroom began. And then people from Lightroom Classic started switching over and realized they didn't have the power and they didn't have the features. So they started asking for the features, and they wanted this and they wanted this, that. And so people were able to kind of get both. Now, for me, I keep almost nothing on the web. And so my home is Lightroom Classic. But there were some features in Lightroom on the web that Lightroom Classic doesn't have. Sending out a gallery for pics to a client. things of that nature. So I was using Lightroom maybe 2-3% of the time. Now it's getting to the point in which you don't have to you don't have to use both apps. You don't have to learn both apps. Pick one, use it. Yeah, that's kind of the simplest thing. I get asked the question about what to use. What should I use? Should I use Lightroom? Should I use Lightroom Classic? I'm new. How much do you want me to talk and teach you about Lightroom? Which I can, but I know more about Classic. Okay. Hopefully that kind of made sense, Ray. That was kind of a yeah. I still use Classic. Yeah. Me too. I'm not going away. So now here now you're gonna get me on my I'm gonna start preaching again, Vikram. Vikram says a black and white photo now is a pro photo just by turning it black and white. Because Lightroom Classic was the only one, Mafu. There was only Lightroom Classic. It was Adobe Photoshop Lightroom when I started using it. When I started my photography journey, I had the same impression. I loved black and white. I sat there and I changed all my images black and white. I was obsessed with black and white. And yes, there is a nostalgic feel, but I came to realize that it was simply because I didn't understand color. That was my biggest problem. I didn't understand color. I didn't understand saturation. I didn't understand shadows. I didn't understand light. So the easiest thing to do when you're editing is turn it black and white. Now, important. In Lightroom Classic, let's go ahead. Let's hit D for develop. It's black and white. Yup. Yes, it is. If we go in and we go into our black and white slider here, all the color is still there. So we know there is a ton of orange. I'm only adjusting the oranges in that image. I'm making them darker, making them brighter. We could see the reds. So the color is still there. So even if you're changing it to black and white, you still want to dive in and understand the colors and the contrast that you're trying to get, or the tones that you're trying to get. So you can really get in and mess with some of the black and whites. PJ, that's yes, but then you have values, right? Yes, absolutely, Bruce. I was telling my story of what I did and what I went through and why I was like, I'm in love with black and white. I thought it was, oh, this is so cool. It's so cool. It's so, yeah. Okay. No, it was because I didn't know how to edit. So yeah, just telling the story about me. Okay, let's keep going. All right, let's start at the end. Uh, 1/8 of a second. So I was trying to get a little bit of like a longer exposure. And these aren't really doing it for me. Bruce says, thank you for sharing and being candid, Shawn. Yeah, I've like I said in yesterday's stream, learn from my mistakes. Okay, that looks like an alligator. Ah, that was 320th of a second. That was 100th of a second. That's crazy. Okay. This one, did I get it? Let's hit D for develop. Okay, we're gonna get in here. Let's see. This is tough to see. I've got the moon up here. What was this? ISO 400. So close. So close. I can see the devil. If you can, Ray, run. From the side angle. It's amazing how much you all see something in these flames. I find it interesting. Horns at the top. I'm seeing a goat. I'm actually seeing a goat. Like, you're right, here's the horns. Like, here's the head. We've got the hooves. Here's the body, tail, and the legs go down. I'm seeing a goat there. Evie did something. Let me see if I can find it really quick. I don't know if you all saw this. Where did Evie put it? Give me a quick second, people. She might have deleted it, unfortunately. But she actually took one of my images and drew over it. Yeah, she must have deleted it. Or did she DM me it? Nope, nope. She deleted it. Yeah, it was interesting. She took it and drew over the top of it the shapes that she saw. I like that photo. let's go ahead. Let's jump in. Let's denoise it. Enhance. I think Jack said that they are not streaming because Jack's got to work on the Illustrator Creative Challenge. I believe. That's a huge difference. Okay. Now, D for develop. Go into our erase. Oh, hey, Approver. I did not see you come in. You were sneaky. Sneaky. What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't like it. So you're gone. Megan, hello. Hope you all are doing well. I wonder if it'll select. Let's grab a mask. Let's do an object. Nope. Command Z. Undo. Okay, we're gonna have to do a brush. Let's do a brush and keep the flow at 100. Bring our flow quite a bit. You know, wait a minute. Now, let's try it. There we go. Now we can see the moon. Okay. I'm good with that. All right. Ooh, now we're on the trying to get the sparks. I sneaked out yesterday. Today I'm just here yawning. Fifth. You know, I think I'm done here. I think I am done. Okay, everybody, I think I'm coming to an end here. If you've got any more questions, please put them into chat. Let me switch over here into my Discord. Wrong one. There we go. We do have another photo by Vikram. A cyclist photobombed my shot while I was trying to take a street photo of a dog. I don't know if you're still here, Vikram. No. Vikram says I am. Okay. Sarah, hello. There's... First off, things aren't straight on this photo. Things need to be straight, especially you've got, yeah, it's not, it needs to be straight. It needs to be straightened out. This, I'm not a fan, but yeah. Stick with this one. Stick with this one. That's besides Sandrine's, that's the keeper for today. If you want color, I can send. No need. If I wanted color, I'll just take it in. What if the biker was on the way out of the photo? As Sarah says, that would actually balance it out. Because you've got the bike here, you've got really nothing going on over here. And also the dog would be looking at the bike, probably. So. Okay. Just as a reminder, everybody, the deadline to enter, November 21st, 1 a.m. CET. The deadline. So we are less than a week away. Please, if you're working on anything, as a reminder, you have less than a week for the Motion and Art Community Challenge, where I'll be giving away a 12-month subscription to the Creative Cloud. For those of you, no, you don't have a week, Devlin. You do not have a week. That's not a week. That is not a week. So, Wednesday, late Wednesday, get that in. And just to show you what I mean, so today, Vikram, whoa, wrong keyboard. Vikram posted this today. Actually, let's get up to one from, okay, Robert posted this on the 12th at 7:07 p.m. So that, to me, has to be before November 24th at 1 a.m. 21st. So that's why I'm saying you have less than a week. 7 days make 1 week. That... Okay. Back to the challenge. So, November 21st. You have till Wednesday, late Wednesday, to end up getting it in. Or super early for me on Thursday. We'll be selecting a winner and also probably doing a random wheel spin type thing on, I wonder if I have that. Let me see something really quick. Under streaming, Wheel of Names. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go here. So these are all the people that were from the last challenge. And yeah. I don't think we have that many. I don't think we have that many people this time. So, we'll see. We'll see. But just once click. Yawn. Megan, you are so right. You are so right. Not that many people yet. I know the last challenges that I've done, people have gotten in. Hey, Oliver over on YouTube have waited to get in at the last moment. In fact, Bruce was late. Did you add me? Were you... Mafu, listen to me. This is from the last challenge. Last challenge. If you didn't take part in the last challenge, then no, you were not added. So that's the old one. Ending date will appear as a crowd. Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, I'm just catching up on it. Doris saying, thanks, Shawn. Have a nice weekend, everybody. I hope that I can start the challenge this weekend. Me too. Me too, Doris. All right. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. Everybody that was over on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, Behance. Wait, it's not for motion and art. No, that's the last. That was for Mafu. The last challenge. That spinning wheel was for the last challenge. It saves it. So it was for whatever it was. Megan says, yes, I am working on mine this weekend as well. I have a plan. Nice. Okay. Right. I'm caught up on chat. Everybody, I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back on Tuesday. Will I be? Yes. I'll be back Tuesday. And then Thursday, we'll be picking a winner. Then I'm going to be taking, I think, a little bit of time off. I'm going on vacation. But I hope you all have a great weekend. I didn't ask, does anybody have any special plans this weekend? I totally forgot to ask. I apologize. It's so rude of me. Oh, wait a second. D&D. Megan, that doesn't sound like you're going to be working on my project at all. Don't those take forever to play? Working on the challenge. Okay. It's only for a few hours on Sunday. All right. Gotcha. Oliver says no. Oh, all right. I didn't know. I don't know. I haven't played one. I've actually never seen, nor have I ever played. So will I be back for the No, after that, Ray. I have to look at my schedule. I'm going on vacation. I'll be gone. No, maybe I'll be back for Tuesday. I should be back for Tuesday. Mafu says went to a Skillet concert. Did it come? Well, okay, I'll let that go. Started printing Christmas cards. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now I'm really ending this. Everybody, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for spending time with me. I wouldn't do this without you. Thank you all for the questions. Thank you all who submitted on my Discord. Bruce, I totally was going to say that. Breakfast skillet. Oh. That's some American food. That's probably the only American food I miss. Like a breakfast skillet. My mouth is watering now. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. stay creative, and just be nice. I will see you maybe over the weekend. We'll see who's streaming with Uma and whoever else is streaming. Scott. So, oh, you know what I just thought of? Okay, hold on. We have, okay, really important. We have the live streaming tabs. I need to make, and let me do this really quick. So tell me what you all think of this. I have streamer roles. So anybody with a streamer role can post when they're going live in the live streaming tab. Do you think I need to make another tab, like a streamer link tab, so everybody that streams can put in where they're gonna be? Tell me what you think about that, because if all of a sudden you're like, oh, you know what? I wonder where Jack is or what Jack's link is on Twitch. And you wouldn't have to search for it. We'd put everything in there. Isn't that covered by people posting links to their streams when they're streaming? Yes, but here's what I'm thinking. Like, we've got Michelle and Mafu. But if it just pops into your brain like, oh, I wonder where this is or whatever. It's a place to go. Do we have, I think Jane is gone. Jack's gone. Mafu's here. I may do that. I may make that. Let's make it. Okay. All right, let's call this, oh, wrong keyboard. What did I just do? Okay. Now I got the right keyboard. Let's call this our links to streamers. Let's call it that. It's going to be a text. We're going to create that. Let's get into edit. Please post your links to wherever you stream. Slow mode is off, age restriction, hide after inactivity. We'll go there. We can save that. We'll go into permissions. Permissions synced with category information. Wait, what did Devlin is working on a Behance project with profiles telling us where streamers can go. But keys, what? Wow, okay. Why is this? That's not right. Okay. View channel, yes. Everyone. Manage channel, no. Manage permissions, no. Manage webhooks, nope. Okay. Question about motion in art. Does the photo have to be taken by the submitter, or can the photo be from stock then edited? I would prefer the photo is taken. Simply because when I started this, I was not allowing just Firefly. So I think that falls under the same thing. So okay, we want streamer and where is send messages? Okay, there we go. That's what we want. And okay, now we're getting boring. Okay, okay. Save changes. All right, let's go here. What is that? Bruce, this is helpful stuff. Okay. How can I... I keep reaching for the wrong... Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Let's do this. Stream chat. Let's do at everyone. Or maybe can I tag a role? I can. All right, sorry everybody. Something wrong, Shawn? I can't view. No, I know. I know. I know. There's a reason. There's a reason. I'm doing just some sneaky stuff. Sneaky stuff behind the scenes. Okay, on the final note, Mafu ended up posting concert photos. So many phones. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one, Mafu. That one's cool, except you can't see anybody. Okay. Oh. All right. Well, that's funny. I think he sent invites to everyone who streams or joins the streams. No, he didn't. Okay. On that note, now I'm really gonna end. So hopefully that works out. And oh geez. All right. Okay. I'm not even gonna talk about it. That's just too funny. Quick. Yeah. Everybody, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Some people just don't like facts. Stay safe, stay creative, and just be nice. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye.